house, beautiful Aries. How is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So my lovelies, we will be doing your January monthly reading. It is a general reading and it may not be able to resonate for all of you. So if you guys want something that is meant for your exact energy, I do have personals open. Everything that you guys will need to know, whether it's about this reading or about scheduling your personals, all of that is in the description box below for you. So my lovelies, we are going to do an element spread for our monthlies. I kind of want to take a look at all of the energies that are at play for you guys for the month of January. If love comes up, we're totally going to read it, but we're going to see what other energies are at play as well. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding for my most beautiful Aries, please. May the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through, and may they please find those who need to hear it. Please show me Aries energy, a very clear message with a very clear understanding. All right, my loves, let's take a look and see what we've got going on for you. For our air energy, we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, so that's going to be what your thoughts are, okay? For our air energy, we also have thoughts and communication, okay? Then we will have our emotional energy, our water energy, and that's going to be your emotions and what your intuition is trying to tell you. For your earth energy, we are going to have what you're trying to ground, so what you're trying to manifest, and what your stability looks like. And then we are going to have what you are creating and what you are destroying for your fire energy. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. So at the bottom of the deck, we have some interesting energy here. Okay, we have the High Priestess, we have the Four of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Hangman in the reverse. It almost feels like to me that there is something here that you guys were, it's kind of stealing from your peace is kind of what it feels like to me. There's something here that at one time you were very committed to, but I feel like you've learned some major lessons when it comes to this. I feel like it takes a lot of your peace from you, whatever this situation is. And I feel like you guys have been working really hard to release this energy here. So let's take a look and see what's going on. So like I said, for your air energy, what's in your thoughts, we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be a marriage for some of you with this Hierophant here and the Ten of Pentacles and the Justice card as well. Okay, so there definitely could be a marriage here. It doesn't have to be, but it can be a very long-term commitment. Now, it doesn't have to be a marriage or a relationship at all. This could be a very long-term commitment with a job, a home, family, friends, however this energy applies for you. But I do feel like there's something here that is stealing from your peace. I feel like there's something here, it's a little bit of a difficult situation, something that you were committed to for a very long time. And I feel like, things are kind of falling apart here. And I feel like you've been trying to keep it together for quite some time. Whatever this is, it's something that you've been trying to keep from falling apart for quite some time. And I almost feel like this energy of you being done. I almost feel this energy of you just letting the tower fall. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and see what's going on. Now, for your communication, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Some of you guys could be pulling back your energy, okay, when it comes to a certain person, a certain situation. Like I said, this could be friend, family member, lover. This can also be a job. Maybe you're just kind of not putting as much energy into a job. You're pulling your energy back because, there's something going on with it here. Okay, so just take it how it resonates for you. Now, this could be, some kind of ending that you've experienced. Maybe you're not having the best motivation to, putting your energy back out there. So if you've lost a job, maybe you're having a hard time, could be feeling a little bit down, feeling a little bit depressed, feeling like you're not going to find anything of equal value, or feeling like there's no point. I just feel like you could be having some hard times with the emotions of it. Okay, when it comes to the communication. The pages can also be manifestation. So I feel like there's just this energy of feeling pretty down. Feeling like maybe you're not going to find what you are looking for. And that can go for love too. If you've experienced some kind of separation, maybe you feel like you're not going to find anything again. It's just a very kind of down and out kind of energy. So that's what's going on with your air energy. For your emotion, it's a lack of hope. That's what's going on here. For your, emotional energy, for your emotions, we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. So you could be keeping a lot in as well. This is a card for Aries too. So this is your card, Aries. You could be keeping a lot to yourself with this energy. The Three of Wands in the upright is like waiting for your shifts to come in. It's a card of hope. He's hopeful that things are going to work out for him. He's hopeful that his manifestations are almost on his way. It's almost like with this energy, you don't believe that they're going to. You don't believe that they're going to come. You don't believe things are going to work out. And you could have experienced some kind of losses that has showed you that or made you believe that. But there's something here. It's also keeping things to yourself, because in the upright, the card is about, delegation, sending things out. I feel like you're keeping a lot in, which is probably adding to this very down and out energy, because you're holding it all in. You're not finding a way to get it out. I do feel like one of the messages there, Aries, is finding a way to get some of this energy out, so it's not all weighing on you and weighing you down. Okay, so whether that's a counselor, whether that's a friend, a family member, finding somebody. And if there really isn't a person that you feel like you want to open up this deeply to, then get a journal, okay, and start writing it out. But there just has to be some kind of outlet for it, because I feel like you're really holding it all in, okay? Now we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse for what your intuition is trying to tell you. Yeah, there's, this is two different messages that I'm getting very strongly from this, okay? One of them is the Seven of Wands in the upright is all about, a sense of conviction, just knowing. You just know that you know, okay? And it's also like defending your position up on the hill. It is also, like a very defensive energy. So with it coming up in the reverse, I do feel like Spirit is asking you to lower your defenses and let somebody in here, okay? Emotionally, whether this is a, friend, family member, lover, like I said, a counselor, or even a journal. But there has to be you're holding too much in, and it's really affecting you on an emotional and on a thought, an intellectual level as well. They're very much interconnected. So when you're having negative thoughts, that's going to make you have negative emotions, okay? Usually if you have negative emotions, you got negative thoughts too. They kind of go hand in hand. So really keeping track of your thoughts, making sure that you are having more positive thoughts. And if you're feeling negative and that's causing the negative thoughts, then really getting a journal, writing out, why do you feel the way you do? How do you feel? Like there's some processing that needs to happen here, Aries, okay? So it does kind of feel like to me that Spirit could be asking you to lower your defenses and let somebody in. It can also be a card of doubt in the reverse. So I feel like you're not having a lot of faith in yourself. Your season is right around the corner, my loves, and it's going to be a time to shine like no other. But I feel like right now you're not really feeling these energies. I just feel like you're not having a lot of faith in yourself, or a faith that things are going to turn out, or things are going to turn around, or things are going to work out, but they are. Okay, there's a need for some more hope here, and there's a need for letting somebody in, or getting some things out, because you're keeping too much in. Okay, now we have for what you're trying to ground, we have the Justice card. It could be as simple as just wanting justice in a situation, or just wanting what you put into a situation to get back. So if it's like, if you're trying to find a job, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to put in all this work and I just want to get something back from it. Or, I'm putting all this work in at work and I just want to be recognized or paid accordingly, or if it's love, if I'm putting all this effort in, I want that effort back. That's all you're trying to ground, is you just want it to be fair. And you do feel like things are very unfair at this time. But you got to keep the hope, because we manifest with where we are at with our beliefs and with our emotions. So it's going to be very hard for you to manifest this, this equality, this justice that you're looking for, that fair give and take balance that you're looking for, from such a negative state. So the first thing that we got to do is get you out of that. And for me, it's easier said than done when you're dealing with a lot of hard, painful things, to be happy and positive. That's unrealistic. But I know for me, when I'm having a hard time with it, I make a gratitude list. And I will preach to you guys about this all day, because it is the only thing that helps me sometimes. And I have found a lot of benefit from that. When you are grateful for what you have, regardless of how little it is, when you can be grateful, you will manifest more things to be grateful for. Okay? So even if you can't get to a positive state, all you have to do is get to a grateful state. And the universe will give you more to be grateful for. Things will start to turn around, okay? So right now it looks like things are looking a little bit, even in your stability, at the Empress in the reverse. So just, you're not liking where things are at. You're feeling a loss of things, okay? And this can play out in any different area of your life, or you're feeling a lack of growth, a lack of movement. Things aren't moving forward. You just want things to be fair. You feel like you're giving and giving and giving and not getting anything in return. But we just got to change our thoughts and our feelings, and all of that stuff will shift around for us. Easier said than done, I know, but I'm going to be cheering you on, and I know you can do it. So for what you're creating over here, okay, so the way that tarot works, before we get into that, the way that tarot works is it reads the energy that you're in right now. And it says, if you stay on this energy path, if you keep doing these things, this is where you're going to go. The whole point of tarot is not so you can see the outcome and be like, oh, there's nothing I can do. No. The point of tarot is so you can see where you're at and what you're doing and where that leads. That way, if you don't like where it leads, you can change something in where you're at and what you're doing and make it go somewhere else. You can always change the outcome. The outcome can always change. It is not set in stone. So right now, with where you're at with this very down and out, thoughts and emotions, and just, not having any hope in yourself, not having any faith that things are going to happen for you, or things are going to be okay, or things, feeling like things are very unfair, being stuck in that space, okay? Where that leads is more of that, okay? You're creating more disappointment. You're creating more things to not be grateful for. This is another card that says there's a need to be grateful. He has a rose behind him and 2 cups. And it says, even in the darkness, things can grow. Beauty can grow. There is beauty even in the darkness, and even in the desolate. Look, there's like nothing there. It's like a desert, but there's a rose. And he's not even seeing it because he's crying over what he doesn't have and what's not working out. So even in the darkest of moments, even when things seem like there's nothing that can happen, Spirit is saying it can grow. Yes, it can. Okay, so it's another, thing to have that hope, to have that gratitude. So the biggest thing here, that message just keeps coming up. And it's easier said than done, I know that, but it's one of the things that we got to work on here. So if you don't work, if these things keep on this path, this is more, you're going to, what is that expression? If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. That's this energy. If things keep going the same way, doing the same things, you're going to continue to be more in that energy. And what you're destroying is any chance of change, okay? So I think that there's a huge need. I feel like if you follow the advice here, you start to shift this. There's a huge potential for a turnaround. An absolute huge potential for a turnaround. Because look at this. Like, this is... Okay. So there is a need for a shift in perspective up here, okay? Right now we see that you're not at peace. You're having a hard time. Things aren't going the way that you want it to. You have a very negative, mindset, a very negative emotional set, which is understandable. It is. Don't be upset with yourself for that. It is hard to be positive. It is hard to, see hope when things are falling apart. And it's okay that you feel that way. But sometimes we have to just kind of check ourselves and get ourselves back on track, even if it is hard. If anybody can do hard things, it's an Aries, okay? And here we are, your energy here. So this kind of tells me, Aries, that you can, this is what comes after this. This is potentials for the immediate future. So what comes after this? If you take the advice, we have the Magician. You manifesting whatever you want. And the thing is with the Magician is he has power over all the tools on the table, over all the elements, okay? He is a master. So he can create whatever he wants. That's what Spirit's saying. You have everything that you need already to create whatever you want. Okay, it's just going to be the power of your mind and your emotions is incredible. Then it goes to the 9 of Swords in the reverse. All of that stress, all of that thing that you've been so upset about, so worried about, you're going to be able to fix all of that with that Magician energy and get to the Queen of Swords, having clarity, having growth, having wisdom. It's a really beautiful energy, okay? And that's what you're heading to, but you have to make these shifts here. But you're heading to some really beautiful stuff. There is so much potential for you. That Magician says you can have whatever you want. You already have everything you need to do it, okay? Right within you. So it's like one small change could change everything. That one change could change your whole life, could change everything for you, okay? So that is what I have for you, my loves. And if this resonates, please let me know in the comments down below. And if it doesn't, check out your other sign placements. Sometimes your moon, rising, and Venus can resonate more than your sun sign does. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you hit that notification bell, then when we do our monthlies, mid-monthlies, weeklies, bonuses, you guys can be notified and you can go check them out. But most importantly, if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below and I will go through and pray for you. So I am sending so much love and light until next time.